Hi guys, welcome to Earth to Rosita. If you're new to my channel, this channel is mainly like a vlog channel or travel vlogs, general vlogs, astrology, sometimes cooking. So if you're into that kind of content, please hit the subscribe button. But that's not why you clicked on this video. You clicked on this video for some kind of guidance or some kind of perspective. When it comes to healing yourself from your traumas, if you're going through some kind of a depression, and honestly, like, I think that something that I'm realizing a lot lately is that we're never going to be done healing. We're never going to be completely healed. And the reason why I believe that is because there's so much that has happened in our lives, from childhood to your teenage years, even to your adulthood, even to now, that kind of just, it's fucked you up. And all of these experiences just keep on overlapping with each other, and they keep building up. And sometimes, actually, they keep building up to the point where it just becomes useless to try to seek a complete and utter healed state within yourself. And I'm not saying this in the way that don't bother, that's not what I know it sounds like that's what I'm getting at, but that's not what I mean. I mean, since there is all of these traumas that keep on coming up or are going to keep on coming up in future, because as long as you live, you're going to, meet people who hurt you, and you're going to have experiences that aren't so great with people or in places or whatever, What do you do at that point? If you agreed to this realization that I've had, that you'll never fully be healed. I guess the only thing to do from that point on is just get to know yourself more and have a better relationship with yourself, instead of trying to completely overcome any kind of traumatic event. I think that made sense. I'm not sure. For example, I'll use myself as an example. There are times when I come to a complete and utter bliss in my life because I've healed from one trauma that I've had in the past. I don't know, if a guy has hurt me, or a family member has said something or had done something really harsh and awful to me. Something like that. It takes a while for me to overcome that and heal from those kind of experiences. Okay, maybe not a while. I can't put a timestamp on how long it takes for me to heal from something, but each experience is different. So when I heal from one certain trauma, I have this little moment of bliss, or I have this kind of clarity within me that trauma has been healed. that fight that I had with a friend, that storm has passed. And then, just as I think that I'm done, another person or like another situation in my life comes about, and it triggers a memory within of another sector in my life where I need healing. And that's why I think that, like, we're never finished healing. Ever. And we never will be finished healing. Even if we have completely healed from all of our childhood trauma, there are still going to be trauma from your adult life, because your story has not ended, and you haven't met everyone that you're destined to meet. So, like, for example, just like last week or something, I ran into a situation where, you know, something really triggered me, and I realized that, like, it was a snap back to reality from something I've been running away from, and it's more like it's something that's happened more recently, I guess. And I realized, holy fuck, you know, childhood trauma's gone. I don't really care much about my adult trauma, my teenage year trauma. But now there's this, you know, there's this other trauma that I have not healed from, that I still need to, like, look more inward for the answers, and that I still need to change my behavior, change a pattern that is unhealthy. And I get confronted with this pattern over and over again. But it's like I avoid it, or I rationalize in my head somehow that it's not that big a deal, when in actuality, like, this certain pattern that I keep on repeating doesn't ultimately make me happy, you know? But I keep doing it because I'm so used to it. And so I guess this leads me to, well, how do you heal? Since we're never done healing, what are ways to notice? And I think, like, this is advice I give to everyone, you know, like, start with your childhood and then go on from there. Because all of the, like, if you feel depressed in some way, everything is linked to how you were raised. It starts from how you were raised. And then make peace with that. If you can't make peace with that through the person who hurt you, then that's a little bit more tough. I can't even do it, you know? I value apologies or words from people. But I guess if you're able to do it, because not everyone processes everything the same. If you're able to forgive somebody that has hurt you but hasn't ever, like, made up for it, I guess the best way to cope with that is, like, realize that it wasn't about you. It's just like a domino. It's a domino of hurt people, you know? So whatever that person did to hurt you, it was their trauma that was the demon that was possessing them, and that stabbed you. it's ultimately not about you. But if it is something, this is another perspective where, like, this is another thing that we need to realize. We're not always the victim. Sometimes we need to look at ourselves and try to see ourselves from that other person's perspective who, may have said something hurtful to you. Try to see, like, if you're able to, kind of like psychoanalyze them. Ask them, why did you say this? Or why did you do this? Or, like, sometimes we need to take criticism from people. It's a harsh truth, but I know that I've hurt people and people have hurt me, and neither of us took the pain that we done onto somebody else all that seriously, because it threatened our ego. It threatened our own self-image of, like, I'm a good person, I'm generally a good person. It's just about being sensitive and holding yourself accountable, So just realize, okay, so the takeaway from that is just realizing that ultimately a lot of things, not everything is a projection. But if it's not a projection, then maybe we need to look at ourselves and see the validity in a person's criticism toward us. Even if at the time it doesn't make sense to you, that kind of thing. Another way to cope with the never-ending trauma coming up, or actually no, hold on, that's not what this was. That's not what I was trying to do here. I was trying to give you guys ways to heal, not cope. So another way to kind of heal from your traumas and stuff is to kind of self-isolate a little bit. Instead, I know it's like, obviously there are the, like, flip side to that is talking to people, but self-isolation is just as beneficial to healing. If you don't know how to sit with yourself alone, quietly, or, loudly, like, if your mind is loud, write what is going on in your head. Journalize everything. Listen to meditation music. Cry it out. That's one way to heal from your traumas, is to confront them, like, identify the trauma, and then just let it like, just feel it. Feel whatever you need to feel. Grieve as much as you can. Grieve as much as you need to. Not can. Grieve as much as you need to. Feel it in full force, and then let it go. And that is the practice. The hardest part is letting it go, because we want to latch on to the past. Some of us do, not all of us. Some people surely want to latch on to the past because, I don't know, it's just, I think the human ego likes drama in a way. Or maybe that's just my kind of experience with it. Being your own guru gives you a strength that makes you so, like, beyond powerful. And of course, like, you can read different perspectives, like different philosophies to help you cope with your pain, or listen to different people who have actually successfully healed others, or go to a psychologist or a counselor, or go to a friend who's been there. I think another, like, okay, so I'm gonna move past self-isolation as a healing method and go to using other people as a way to heal. So, like, for example, when I had to confront a painful memory, like being molested and stuff, I went to someone who I didn't even know was had the same experiences as me. It deepened our relationship, but yeah, basically because she had been through that before and has overcome it, or just is more knowledgeable, then, like, she explained to me what's going on with me. And another one of my guy friends who, has joined support groups says that it's a common thing, my behavior, and my reactions to that trauma. So when my two friends, told me about the psychological grounded aspect of what's going on in here with me, and how it's altered my very being to an uglier version of me. Like, it was a wake-up call. And when I realized that this is it, this is why I was this way, I identified the problem because of my friends, and then I grew out of it. I overcame it. So talk to people, talk to your friends who you've known for years and have this kind of trust with. Or I think that if you're really in touch with yourself, like I am, you intuitively kind of know who to go to. So telling people about trauma that is popping up, even if it might be hard, it's really important to do. And it's really beneficial, even if you don't think it is. It's just the fear of being judged. So don't ever fear being judged by anybody, if they judge you in a harsh, not so nice way, then I guess say ciao to that friendship and just move on. But yeah, these are ways to heal. And it really is a practice. Like, you're not gonna get to like this masterful level instantly. You're not gonna be able to heal from everything just as soon as I listed these ways to heal. Like, you're not gonna become some kind of expert at healing yourself after hearing ways to heal. It's a process. And you have to give yourself time. And it's really hard to break patterns, unhealthy patterns especially. So give yourself time. Give yourself the love that you need. Surround yourself with the people that, can give you that love that you're lacking within yourself. And if that's another thing, like, if you're not surrounding yourself with the people that can give you the love that you needed, then that's a part of healing as well. Like, being able to let those symbolic creatures go, and focusing on the light. And that's all I gotta say. I hope that you guys took something out of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and like this video and comment below letting me know what like different ways you think are beneficial to healing and such, or tell me about your traumatic experience if you want to, and subscribe, and have a lovely day or night. Bye guys.